Hi everybody, Leah here with your card reading for the week ahead, starting Monday, the 7th of March, 2022. March is a time to transform, and this can be your physical world, or it might be internally. And I think for the large majority, this is internally, but while you make those changes, then your external world has to follow. It cannot stay the same if you are changing as a person on the inside. Okay, so the start of the week we have the Knight of Gabriel, and it's with the answered prayer. So something that you've been waiting for is coming to you early this week, and you'll be taking action. There's going to be some changes, and I feel like it's going to happen relatively quickly. So perhaps this asking for it and waiting for this change has been taking quite some time, but now all of a sudden it's kind of there, and it's like, right, let's just get stuff done so that we can, really make this happen now. So even though it's something you've been wanting for a long time, I feel like there's going to be aspects that you haven't actually quite prepared for yet, because even though you wanted it, perhaps part of you didn't feel it was really going to happen or going to happen soon. And so all of a sudden it's like, okay, wow, I wanted this, it's here, I'm not quite ready. You've got to get ready really quickly. So that seems to be the feeling at the start of the week. But this is a really good change. You're very passionate about this, and your instincts are just going to kick in, and you will just make good decisions and get this happening. Now, the middle of the week, we have the 8 of Raphael, and it's partnered with the card of Divine Guidance. So both obviously very spiritual cards. I almost feel like there's something you have to do here, and once you do it, once you pass through this gateway, there's no coming back for you. You can't go back to your old life. And so I almost just can feel you taking a moment and say, okay, here's my old life, here's what I want and where I was planning on heading and what I want to do over here, but I just need a moment to take this step. So, but you know that this is the right choice for you to make. You know things will be much better for you on the other side of this, but allow yourself that moment to just sit and be with it, and to acknowledge everything that's come before now. Wanting something different or better doesn't mean that you didn't like any aspects of what came before. In fact, you probably have a huge amount to be grateful for. But it's done, and it's time to move forward to this next thing. So really connecting to your guidance, following the signs, really following what feels right in here will lead you the right way. And if you can do that, then at the end of the week, you have the Star. It is partnered with the card of Retreat. So this is dreams coming true. This is you. It's the end of something really difficult. Your life is coming into balance. You can take a break now. It almost feels like, okay, I've done all of that. I've done the hard work. It's done. I can just relax for a minute now and just be and enjoy this new life. And it just feels really content. It's almost as though there's been a lot of stress and upheaval and anxiety around what you had to do. And then when it's done, it's like, okay, it really wasn't as bad as all of that. Sometimes what we build up in our heads, or those what ifs, are so much worse than what actually happens when the time comes. And I feel like that's the case here. And so at the end of the week, you can just take some time to relax and be and recover from everything that has happened previously. So bottom of the deck, we have the Epiphany card and the card of Serenity. So again, this is spiritual growth. This is you connecting to your intuition. It's taking that time out. It's meditating and following your guidance. And it gets you into this place of complete faith and trust that your guidance will always be there for you, that you will always be supported and looked after, and the best outcomes will always come to you, even if they're not in the ways that you anticipated or hoped. You will always be guided to the right next step. And so you're able to relax in that and stop sort of worrying so much about the future, because you get it now. You know that you are cared for, you are looked after, and things are going to come for you as they are meant to. The card from my healing cards for this week is the card of grounding. So this is you. You'll know when you're ungrounded because you'll find, you're jumping from one thing to the next. You don't kind of finish one job and then you see another task. You go, okay, I better go and do that. You might find your thoughts are just switching from one to another just rapidly, and it almost feels a bit like your head spinning. So taking just a moment to really ground. So the easiest way is to take your shoes off and go and stand outside on the earth, but salt water, if you can be near that, can help to clear it. So even having a salt water bath, standing in the shower and allowing that water to run all over you and just getting centered can help. But really you want to connect to the earth is the easiest and most effective way to do it. So if you can do that this week, then that's going to help you to get through this process. The affirmation card for this week is learning to love myself, and it says, I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light and I allow myself to shine. Have a fantastic week. I'll see you next week.